Welcome back. It is 1494. In the last one, Tobias became an infant, and we had Pedro getting closer to Lilith, and we had Bendix cast a curse of infertility on Robert. So that is what happened last year. This year, we have some birthdays that I'm concerned about, but let's do our best here. So Hector Landgrab, Tobias Larkin are going to become toddlers. No 4, 8, or 12. Hector. Tobias. Okay. And then Lucius and Randolph can't get a 9 or 19. They're going to become kids. Come on, Lucius. You can do this. You guys. No! Okay. I just hit my microphone. I don't know if you heard that. Okay, we'll plead for him. We will. Okay. Oh my gosh. 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 I was just saying, like, I was literally just recording the voiceover for the last part, and I was like, oh, we've been so lucky. Gosh. Oh man. Then we'll roll a d8. Only one more year for you, Dina. Landgrab, even though you got a divorce. Landgrab died. Okay. Oh my gosh. We have to plead for Lucius. Our eldest son, you guys. Okay. And also, we're going to get Grace married this year. We'll probably get Pedro married too. So let's hop into it. Alrighty, so here we are, and we are with our household, and all of our toddlers are all set. All of them have the maximum number of skills. My goal today is to get Grace married and also get Pedro married, and then we'll move them both out. We will do our best to save Lucius. And let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to bake a cake so that we can have Grace and Lucius age up today. It is their birthday, both of them today. Well, I don't actually know what day Grace's birthday is. I did want her to age up today so that tomorrow she could get married. So we are going to have Diana bake a cake, and honestly, like, it is so annoying that the time is moving so differently in my game. It feels like it's moving slower than it should. I usually play on like 3 times speed, so it is kind of rough for me to have to keep stopping and waiting and stopping and waiting. And honestly, that's why, like, this video is so long, and yet it is not, because it's like, really, I only got through 2 sim days in like hours of recording, like 2 hours worth of recording. So I am going to play the rest of the year off camera. I got everything else I wanted to get done though, so like, you don't have to worry about missing anything. It's just like a couple of days that I'm going to zoom through off camera, just because, like I had already told you, I am running very low on time to get these videos done, and I can't spend any more time today. Like, I ran right up to my time cutoff on this. So this is what we're gonna get for this year. But anyway, so Lucius aged up. I didn't really think he would be a child of the islands, and I didn't really think he would be gloomy either. I just felt like that wasn't really something that he would be. So then we rolled again, and we got proper. So that is what he is. Grace is also aging up, and then so then we will say we'll start to kill Lucius, and hopefully Grim will give us him back. So we are going to freeze him to death, because that's one of the apply to. But yeah, so he has died. And so here's Grim, but we can't plead yet. So we are just going to wait for a second there. And we are going to Mortimer just eating cake while looking at his son's body. Yep. But yeah, so anyway, and for some reason, Grim is just like, he's not moving. I wait and I wait and I wait, and I put us on pause. I wait for Diana's work to come up. I wait and I wait and I wait, and Grim does not move. He is not moving. He's not interested in moving. It is really kind of annoying. So that is one of the frustrating things. So I'm just waiting for him to come over here, and so that we can talk to him, but we can't. So what I do end up doing, which you will see in just a second, is that I read somewhere that like the percentage chance, maybe it was only for like confidence sims, but we do have Grace as confident right now. So the percentage chance that Grim would say yes is like 15% or whatever. So it's like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a random number between 1 and 100, and if we get between 1 and 15, like 0 and 15, whatever, we are going to consider that as Lucius being saved. So that is what we are going to try and do first. So hopefully we can roll for him to survive. I really do want him to. I love him so much. He's our first child becoming a child, and they've been through so much. I was literally just going on and on about how lucky we've been, and then this happens, and it's just like so devastating because like Mortimer and Diana have, Pedro, even Grace, but specifically Mortimer and Diana have lost so many people, and I just don't want them to lose any of their children too. Like, that's so sad to me. I don't want them to. I mean, I know that the dice rolls are a thing, and that is something that we have to deal with, but yeah, I just really don't want them to have to lose a child. I really don't want them to have to deal with that sadness. And also, I don't really want to wait for the children to be older. Like, I want to start having a child sim in the house so that we can do other stuff. So that is definitely something that I wanted. But we will just see here. And you can see here I'm getting a random number, and between 1 and 100, and unfortunately it's a 59, so it was not between 1 and 15. So we did lose Lucius this year, and that is so sad. I'm so sad that we lost Lucius this year. I really, even after that, I was like, well, maybe Grim can come over here, like, it's not too late. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I was just like, you know what, I can't wait any longer. So, you guys, we lost Lucius. Our eldest son has just passed away, and it is devastating for the entire family. Of course, we have lost him, and now that was our heir. So that was our heir, our eldest son, and so that means that we are going to have our heir is now Gabriel. So Gabriel, the toddler, is now our heir. So that is where we're at, and yep, like I said, I have to refresh that, and then I'm going to let Diana go to work, but I want her to come home because it's already like 6 o'clock, but it's not. The game thinks it's 2 o'clock, so it's just really frustrating sometimes dealing with this. So as soon as we can, I will have, as soon as Diana gets home, we will have the memorial. We will have the memorial for Lucius, just have some people over and, be sad and be, grieving the loss of our son. So that's where we're at. And I'm just going to find the urn and put it there. And then, yeah, okay, we're good. So, yeah, it's just really quite devastating for everyone that this has happened. Like, it's just so out of left field. I think probably, it was just like sudden, like, you know what, maybe, here's what I'm thinking, like something like an epileptic fit, or like, something sudden, like in the middle of the night or something, where nobody even knew that anything was wrong, and then all of a sudden, bam, he's gone. And so, that's what I'm thinking, something like that, where he's just, it's just a shock to everyone, and it's out of nowhere. So, obviously, that's an extreme case, but that is what I'm thinking. So we're just waiting for Diana to get home again, because for some reason this game hates me and doesn't want to be on time for anything. So I'm just going to do this. It looks like Diana is coming home like right now, so that is good. And then we'll have everyone over for the memorial. We are just really grieving right now. We are grieving our loss, and we do not want to have to deal with this, but we do. So I'm sure that everyone is going to come and support Mortimer and Diana in their loss. It's just really very, very sad. So there is that. And we are going to just take a lot of pictures because that's what we're doing. And yeah, so here everyone is. They are all mourning with us, and Diana is going to make a group meal. I think she's probably just like in shock. She's just like goes into the kitchen and just like starts cooking as like a way of keeping her mind off of things. And, she's looking at Cassandra and she's probably thinking like, am I going to lose any more of my children? She's so nervous now. Like she's lost so much already and Mortimer's lost so much already. And it's just so, so sad. I am so sad. Come back, Lucius, come back. Oh my gosh, it's just so like, ugh. And honestly, it's more because they've already had so much grief and tragedy in their lives that, like, it just doesn't feel fair, Just does not feel fair that this would happen to them. And I guess that's just what I'm trying to say is that it really doesn't feel fair. But that's just, the dice don't care. They do not care at all. So we are going to just get the picture here. We will get Lucius's picture and we will gray him out because he is now deceased. Oh. Anyway, so we're just going to continue on with that memorial and just try and get through the night. They do want to just spend some time here at home, and then it seems to be our next day. And because of that, I am going to then start having her bake a cake for Tobias's birthday. So Tobias is next here, so he will be there. And Mortimer and Diana are going to hug. Oh my gosh, hug each other, spend some time together. Oh my goodness, isn't it just... I'm trying not to, obviously, like, I'm not feeling super emotional over this particular sim because we barely knew him. I'm just more feeling sad for the Sims that we already know and love. So, anyway, we are going to be ending this soon, but I figured, you know what, might as well have everyone take a plate. We cooked some spicy food. Everyone is going to be breathing fire now, which is hilarious to me, but, that's okay. It's all good and good fun. So, that's where we are, and then look at him breathing fire. So that's where we are, and we are going to just have her start baking the birthday cake now so that we can get Tobias aged up. So we'll age him up today as well. He's doing pretty good as an infant, actually. He's got some communication, so he is going to be able to start his toddlerhood with higher communication than normal, which is really nice because I didn't even do anything. That just kind of happened on its own. But anyway, I'm just checking to see who's here. And honestly, not that many people showed up. So that's a bummer, but that's okay. We're going to finish the birthday cake in just a second. And yeah, so it actually looks like people are still showing up right now. They're just like starting to show up. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, so we're going to get that going, and because we do want to age Tobias up, and we'll have him start working on his toddler skills. So it looks like Pedro and Isabel just met for the first time, and they liked each other. That was nice. So yep, let's get the baby, and we'll come all the way down here, and then we will have the baby blow out the candles. I think it's just so cute when they show the baby how to blow out the candles. I think that's so sweet. And then we are going to just age up, and he's an angel. Oh, I love that for him. Okay, so let's all have some cake, and then we will get him into Create a Sim and see where we can go from there. And start getting him working on his toddler skills. So let's just, I'll have some cake. Even, is that Prince Arthur over there? But yeah, so there's our baby, Tobias, our youngest. Very sweet. And then we will end the memorial. Yeah, and then, okay, so we're all good. Let's head into Create a Sim. So we're going to do that next. And then we'll see what our little boy looks like. So let's zoom in on him a little bit. Oh, he is a cutie. Oh, he's a pudgy little thing. How cute is that? He's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. So good for him. I love that for him. He's so cute. And yeah, so we're just going to take a picture for him, get him onto the family tree, looking good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then we will head back in game. So there we go. He looks a little more like his mom, which is really sweet. So yeah, now we're heading back. I need like some Sims that don't have black hair now. All my Sims have black hair now. Actually, that's not true. That's so not true. But anyway, everyone in this household does, so that's okay. And we are going to, again, head back into the household. There we go. We are back at the birthday party, and we are going to just get started on those toddler skills, like I said. So we want that to get started, and we want to have him start with the movement skill. I just honestly start at the top and work my way down. That's just kind of how I go for it. And there's Cassandra too. Oh my gosh, our only girl. I do want more. We'll have more children. We need Grace and Pedro. So the reason I'm moving out Grace and Pedro is because I'm like, okay, I really need you to, you know, have more children, and I need you to make room in the household. But then I'm like, oh, by the way, we just lost a child, so we do have a slot free in the household. So I am going to have them woohoo, except they are both feeling very sad still. So obviously I'm not going to be able to do that. Obviously, okay, and let's not say that, like, they're not woohooing just to, you know, try and have another baby. They're woohooing because, you know, they want to find some comfort in each other's arms, and that's just, you know, what they're doing. It's not, you know, it's not for procreation purposes. It's more for like them trying to console each other kind of deal. I don't know. I've never lost a child before, so I don't know how people would handle it. And it sounds also, I'm just going to have them woohoo. And as it turns out, because like I said, I don't play the whole year on the camera, it does turn out that this one woohoo got her pregnant. And I'm like, whoa, we are fertile. And I love that for us. So we are going to do that. And then meanwhile, I'm going to have Pedro and Grace talking. They're probably talking about the loss of Tobias. And I think Pedro is just kind of trying to make sure that Grace understands, like, you know, especially since she's getting married, like today, she's getting married. And so I think he just wants to kind of have a chat with her about, like, you know, being a wife and being a mother, and how, you know, you don't always, it's not all good. Like, there are some bad moments too. And, like, obviously he's trying to say, like, nothing can ever prepare you for something like that. But, you know, I don't know. He's just kind of talking to her about her future and how, you know, things might happen. And he wants to make sure that she's prepared for that. Or not prepared, because you can't be prepared, but, like, I don't know. He's giving her like a parent talk. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but that is something what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's go get married. So, everything looks from the Medieval Windenburg mod, and honestly, so I did download the Medieval Windenburg mod, and after that, I removed it and put back my old file, but for some reason, it still looks like this. So I don't know. Maybe I have totally messed up my game. That's always a possibility, but anyway, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it also looks like this mod has removed the wedding arch from the end here, so I'll just have them elope down here. So we'll have them elope, and then we will have them, you know, move in together and stuff. So
Not really any drama for this year. Obviously, things are going to continue to happen with, like, like I said last time, Bendix did curse Robert to be infertile, so they are not going to be able to have a child. And what does that mean for their relationship? What is that like? How does that impact them? And how does that change the way that their relationship works? Will she leave him? Will she, like, what will happen? So, that's kind of what we're thinking in the future. I do want to just say that just because Grace is moving out does not mean her story is not continuing outside of our household. So she definitely will be making appearances over the next couple of years, just stuff happening in her home and with her family. So especially with the Dakras that are going to start supporting the Pretender. So that is going to be a big deal as well that Grace is involved in. So anyway, they are now married. I'm moving them in together, and of course it sends me to another household, and then I have to go back to my household and all of that. So I'm just going to, we're going to come here to their house. I don't know why it's like bringing me to the house instead of just bringing me to, just leaving me with them where they are currently. Don't really know what that's about, but that's okay. And then we are going to just change her. Well, okay, so I decided not to do it here. So we're going to head to create a sim because I need new pictures of Grace as a young adult, Robert as a young adult, and Alice as a young adult. And then I also need to change Grace's last name. So because of that, I'm just going to go to create a sim and do that. So there's that. Oh, and also probably no video tomorrow. I mean, if I even get this video out for Friday, it might even be out on Monday, but I just don't have time. I'm like maybe going to get a video out Monday. Like I said, I have like a lot of work stuff going on this week that I didn't account for. That was my bad. But yeah, I'm just trying to get this done really quick so that we can hopefully have this video out Friday. If it's Monday and you're seeing this, I'm sorry. But I'm doing my best to try and get it out for Friday. And then hopefully I'll be able to record another video really quickly and do the voiceover on Friday and have it for Monday. But there's definitely not going to be a Saturday video. I'm not going to be able to do that. Sorry. Life gets in the way sometimes. If I could just do Sims all the time and not have to work and not have to, deal with anything else in my life, that would probably be a boring life. But anyway, it would definitely be easier to get the videos out. I would love to be like 2 weeks ahead, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ahead, but that's just not happening right at this moment. So anyway, I'm going to get everyone's pictures all done. And then we do get to add the Dakras to the family tree, which is super exciting. We have not been able to add them to the family tree yet. So it is a lot of fun that they are now going to be on the family tree. And I just really like that we get to expand our family tree out. I like that we get to add in townies and stuff just so that we can remember them by. Like, we don't need to worry too much about them like on the tree. I don't really add a lot of details for them or anything, but I do like being able to see them and being able to, kind of see your Sims and where we've gone and all of that stuff. So I do really enjoy putting more families on the tree. So that is a lot of fun. And remember the good old days when I was trying to cut down the family tree? Now I'm like, ooh, I'm just going to keep increasing it. I do like the family echo. I get a lot. So anyway, we are going to just have everyone chatting. I'm going to get Diana's social done for her work. And then we are going to also, we need to get Pedro and Lilith involved for realsies. So we are going to get them over here, and I'm going to have them get their friendship up. Also, I didn't even remember to make them date. So we're going to make them date. Yeah, so what I realized is I came back home and I realized Diana had to use the bathroom really bad, and I was like, she's pregnant. And she was pregnant. So she is pregnant, probably going to have the baby next year. I don't think the baby will be born this year. It can't. No, okay, it's definitely not. Anyway, I don't know. By the time of this voice recording, I haven't even finished playing the year. I'm like just trying to get the video out. So there's that. Anyway, so he's going to ask her to be his girlfriend, and she said yes. And they're doing really well. They are having a lot of fun together, and they are just kind of hoping to have a good life together. Honestly, like, girl, you only have to wait like 7 more years, and then he'll die anyway, and you'll get all his money. I'm just saying. But anyway, I don't know. I haven't decided yet whether or not she's uh, a gold digger or anything. I just really think it's interesting that she doesn't seem to particularly enjoy their conversations, and she's high maintenance, so maybe. So anyway, I'm going to have them continue to get closer, and then, okay, that didn't go well. I can see that on your face there. But yeah, so they are going to just continue to get closer. They're going to have a talk about marriage, just have conversations about it. And then we are going to just propose. We want them to elope immediately as well. I do want them to be together. I want them to, get to just move in together. Obviously, they wouldn't have like this big grand wedding like Grace would have, so they are just going to have a small little elopement and then move in together. And so she's going to move in here for now, and then of course we are going to just we're going to, what am I trying to say? We're going to make a residential rental unit in our household. Sorry, I get like talking fatigue towards the end of these videos. But yeah, so we are going to rename her to the Marin household. She is here. Maybe they should have a baby. No. Yes. No. I don't know. No. No, stop. Okay, I shouldn't have them have a baby because I'm trying not to have too many townie babies because I keep introducing townie families. If I keep bringing in townie families and the townie families keep having townie babies, then I have this huge list of townies in my townie tracker, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, my family tree is teeny tiny, and I have so many families going. So I'm trying not to, like, have there be a lot of townie babies. So that is my first thing that I'm trying not to do. So, let me know if you think they should have a baby. Anyway, I'm going to save the household before I turn it into a residential rental. I'll actually upload it to the gallery. So if you want to download this, what I have here so far, you are totally open to doing that. And it's going to be, it's a really cool lot, honestly. I'm having a lot of fun playing on it. But yeah, it's not complete. So that's up to your discretion if you want to download it or not. But I'm really proud of myself for building it. You can see that I did add like a bed to what was going to be Lucius's room. I didn't like super deck it out because I was thinking that, we would find out what he is into before we add in some more activities. But yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. So anyway, I'm going to change this to a residential rental. We will make sure that all of the bedrooms and stuff are ours, and then the entire townhouse on the side will be Pedro and Lilith's, and then the rest of our house, like, the ballroom and the dining room and, all of those things are going to be shared spaces. So they are going to be shared spaces, and we are going to let Pedro and Lilith, continue to spend time with us. So we'll see where that goes. And then we are going to go to Manage Worlds so that we can move them into the residential rental by using the thing. So anyway, that's where we're going with this. That is honestly the last like story part of this that we're dealing with. Is moving Pedro and Lilith into their own home. So the other things that we're doing are we are going to age up Hector Landgrab into a toddler. We are going to age up Randolph Landgrab III into a child and have him join the club. He is the eldest Landgrab boy, so that is very exciting for them. And then Like I already told you, Alice Docker became a young adult. Princess Margaret is going to become a child. Sybil Peacock is going to become a toddler. And then Princess Elizabeth is supposed to become a toddler, but honestly, like, she's going to die next year, so I'm just not going to bother with doing all this extra work just to turn her into a toddler. I'm just going to keep it moving forward. So anyway, we are going to move them into there, and I'm going to give them some more money. We have so much money. I'm just like throwing it around, right? So anyway, that is where we're going. Look at this big land grab household. Look at them. Okay, so anyway, I am super excited about the land grabs. I think that they are flourishing. They really, really are. But we're flourishing too. We already have we now have 2 sons and a daughter. We're doing pretty good. I mean, the likelihood that we're not going to have a child that lives to adulthood is very low. So I think we're okay. So anyway, that's where we're going to be. Just bringing them here so that we can age them up. We're going to get him aged up into a child. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Nothing else really going on this year besides those birthdays that I just mentioned. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about, Grace and Pedro moving out. Remember, they are still going to continue to have stories of their own. Just because they are not in our household anymore does not mean that they are not, continuing to have stories. And then also, we're going to get more into the pretender stuff, and just like so much stuff is going to keep happening in this world and around our Sims. And, they're going to get dragged into some of the drama. It's just the way it's going to be. And then as the kids get older, it's just going to be so much fun to see like what, which of them become successful and all of this exciting stuff to see where the kids go from here. So I am really excited about that, and I hope that you are too. So I will catch you in the next one.